this lane, you know that I'm not in the tank. Hey, coach, put me in the game.
What you waiting for? Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Tell the chauffeur to open Mercedes door. Put the pedal to metal and made it soar. She was, but I made it sure it was. So we stayed indoors. Let's take it where no one has been before. It feel like I've known you some years before, but I don't know. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Mama, I'm on the big screen. I took a big swing out of life. I'm doing big things in my life. I deserve 6 rings like I'm Mike. I got a no sleep. I remember when it was the nosebleeds. Now they captured the fashion from flow seats. I'm a whole king. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the conductor of a magnum opus. Simply braggadocious. Why don't we take advantage of this moment? And wherever you own, we own it. Ooh, it's trouble in paradise. So let's parachute where the air's nice. And let's risk it all on the paradise. But she just wanna make sure her hair's nice. That's fair, right? I just fell in love with a prima donna. The 2023 Madonna. I mean, your honor, I was minding my business until she gave me complete nirvana. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. Are you ready? Okay, say no more. She's a Lotus and I'm the...
We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 or the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood.
Today, it's the penultimate week of the regular season, week 16, and we've got a good one in store between the New England Patriots and the Los Angeles Chargers. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in week 16. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Their first play from scrimmage is a pickup of 13.
Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they could be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts him right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Well, Charles, you think about this defense. This week in preparation, you couldn't hide the fact from them that they're facing a team that's lost 7 in a row. You just wonder if they prepared the same way they normally do.
Yeah, that's a great question, because normally that preparation goes into what you do well on defense. What is the best thing that you do going into a game? But in this case, you might want to take all the tendencies and throw them out the window. I would expect them to throw every trick play in the book right out of the gate in order to try and get something established and get things moving.
Throwing Jones. Escaping the pressure right. That's going to be caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
First and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Stevenson.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense, because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Second and goal from the 1. Trying the power game with Ham. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. C.J. Ham, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Patriots get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the former fourth-round pick, it's Kalen Ballage. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. They'll stay on the ground. Ballage again. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
The Chargers in trouble to start play, 6-8 on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Patriots are going to take possession of the football.
Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a first down carry for Harris. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball? Or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright?
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
That one brought back a few nightmares because when the quarterback gets outside of the pocket, your job as a defensive back, make sure you stay as deep as the deepest receiver and not let anyone leak behind you for a big play. A nice job there having discipline and not letting them connect on that pass.
A gain of 8 there on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Brandon, it certainly looked like they had that play defended well, but it still almost worked. Got it to the running back. He wound up getting really good yardage out of it, but it was 3rd and long.
And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Devontae Parker, his 6th touchdown of the season.
And the Pats' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that'll make the score 14-0. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown, so decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan, or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11.
From the gun, it's Tua. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Now Tua. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now Balaj. Jonathan Jones there to make the stop.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa.
That's into a crowd and intercepted.
A.J. Boye with a pick.
And the Pats will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, those have been a problem for them all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football or you're going to cost your team chances.
Now Jones. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. Joey Bosa in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first.
He'll buy some time right.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Derwin James with a pick.
So really the first speed bump that this offense has encountered. They'd had the rule of the roost here in this first half, but now slowed up just a bit by the interception.
And there's a chance that that's a wake-up call for them because you don't want to go on autopilot too early. That team on defense is capable of making some plays similar to the one they made right there.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Charger first.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Tua going to tap this forward on the jet sweep.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, you know, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
On 2nd and 12, Tua. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete.
And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They run it with Balaj. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, baby.
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Again, it's Ballage. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
It's second and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. Looking to pass. Tua. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Chargers are back within a score. Extra point good by Hopkins. And that'll make our score 14-7. Here is Wisnowski to boot it away following the touchdown. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager, because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft, free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Well, the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Work now for Jones and the Patriots here after the sack. It's third and long. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. That's swung out wide to Harris. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, first and 10. Looking to throw. Jones. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Flush to his right, and that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
On second down, this is Harris. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession here at their own 33. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive, and now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. A.J. Boye with a pick. And he will be brought down
on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here. Let's throw in a broadcaster cliche, shall we? Both teams looking for a gift on Christmas Eve.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And no fireworks to start the half. This will be a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter three.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And here is a leaping catch. He pulled it in.
22 yards there, a first down.
Now he's got their only touchdown. This offense struggling. They target him again.
Everyone is looking for the hot hand, and sometimes you just don't have it. Maybe it's just lukewarm. But you go to that guy and try and turn it hot. Try and get things going. Find a way to get everything kick-started. As you noted, he has their only touchdown, so he's had the most success in the game thus far. Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on second down.
From just shy of midfield, Tua.
High throw, but he makes the catch.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 27-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. The slot man in motion right. Ballage. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Got a man. It's complete. It's Palmer. And the Chargers are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
A very important third down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. And it's caught. That's good for a gain of 6. 2nd and goal.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Second and goal from the 1. Here's a run with Ballage. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Kalen Ballage, his 8th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Hopkins with the extra point, and we are tied at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
67 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Consecutive runs of 6 yards gives them a 1st and 10.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Now here's another carry for Harris. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
Harris running straight ahead. And they'll hold him to 3 there as he takes this up to the 47.
1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The offense on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Harris. And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35.
That good for 19 and a first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Now a give, running left is Harris. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. On the give, this is Harris. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. They go play action here on first down. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
What would look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high-percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. They hand this off to Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
This offense has converted 2 3rd downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock, look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie.
The kick by Sanders is good, and they take a 17-14 lead.
So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the fourth quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times.
Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Harris going to get it again on second down.
Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
Now he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. They'll run again with Harris. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
139 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. They'll roll him out right. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown. So this will wind up a victory for the New England Patriots, and they were spurred on by a strong performance.